Here now is Bret Baier, special report host on Fox News, of course. Let me play you another little taste of what we watched this morning and get your reaction. Let's watch it.
I'm looking at them too, if you don't mind.
Can I bring you back to the president? Can I bring you back?
1 second. If you read the IG report, I've been totally exonerated. As far as I'm concerned,
it had nothing to do.
take a look at it. Take a look at the investigation. I have a good relationship with Kim Jong-un. That's a very important thing. I can now wait. President Obama lost Crimea.
So it's his fault.
Wait. Yeah, it's his fault. Yeah, it's his fault.
You just spent a bunch of time with the president. You're going to sit down with him, or I don't know what you call it on a plane, if it's a sit back or a
sit down on
Air Force One. And then he charges out to the front lines there. What's your reaction? What do you think?
Well, first of all, that is the first time a president has ever done that.
Ever.
A news conference on the North Lawn, according to Mark Knoller, who is the historian of the White House.
Oh, I like that factoid.
First time it's ever happened. Obviously, he feels empowered. He feels like the wind is at his back in this situation, whether it is the North Korea summit that has put him there, or the economic situation, or his own feeling about things. He is taking more questions. He took 36 questions in Singapore. He's done a series of interviews, and now he did this on the North Lawn. I think it was pretty telling. Obviously, the IG report doesn't exonerate the administration or him or the campaign. It looks at the Hillary Clinton situation, but he's talking about the FBI and those top people that come under serious question in this IG report.
I thought one of the most telling things about the report is if you put it to the side and look at the text, and you see that there is this common thread through the FBI, from the Mueller investigation, in Russia, in email, and everywhere, and that's Strzok. And the emails, the text where he's talking about how much he hates the president, and how much he and Page feel like it's their responsibility to do something about it. I mean, maybe that's what his reference is to. What's your take on that?
Yes, I think that's what his reference is to. There are two sets of texts. There are the Page-Strzok texts, and then another set of texts that deal with another two FBI officials or lawyers, and those are equally, concerning in the eyes of the IG.
Yeah, no, these are ones where they say, and I think we have them for you. We can put them up. All Trump voters are poor, middle-class, uneducated, lazy POS. I'm sure everybody can figure out what that means. Another employee saying, "I can't stop crying. You promised me this wouldn't happen. You promised," which does, you're right, make the point that it wasn't just one FBI official or two. This is a group of people who seem to be against the president while they're doing their job. Do we know if it affected their job? Can you make that leap?
So we can't, and the IG doesn't. But what he does in these 568 pages is he teases the next IG report, which is the early stages of the Trump investigation. Remember, Strzok is in charge of that. Yeah. And he focuses on that instead of looking at the Anthony Weiner laptop with the Clinton emails. So it's important to, put it all in perspective and timeline. What the president did today was stir the pot, like he often does. And he is driving the news cycles, and he's doing it pretty effectively from a political standpoint.
Yeah. And you bring up that point about Strzok. He was in charge of the investigation for a full year. At that point, he lost interest in it. And again, if you go back to the text, what he said was he wanted to be moved off it because there was, quote, no there there. Does that carry any weight, you think?
Yes. And I think that at the end of the day, we're going to get another IG report before you get the Mueller report. And we could be, it's the investigation of the investigations. People get really frustrated because they just say, we can talk about this all day. Who's going to, pay for what happened that's wrong?
Right.
People at home get really bummed out about this process.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Bret Baier, thank you very much. I'm so glad you're wearing golf clothes like me. What club is this one here?
This is Burning Tree in Washington.
Obviously, Burning Tree.
And
the tree is burning.
We walked the course. It has been just amazing here.
It's fabulous. It's so fun. This is Albany, so we're all wearing our club here. Very fun. I know Connell's jealous, but that's okay.
Sorry, Connell.
Yes, right. Bret Baier, thank you so much.